All right, the court's good. If you guys could come off so we can start, please, that'd be great. 1 or 2? 1. Great. It's 2. Just great. I will tap on the door. There are winders, I guess. So. There are? Yeah, and you get 2 timeouts each game, right? It's 50. So the line. And we played it. But on ours. But out or in? We were calling it in. I don't know what everybody else. Because the last match they said that was out. Great. So. No, o sea, hace rato cuando Nancy pegó allá arriba. Hey guys, is that out or in? Out there? Because we were. Yeah, but the Legends we had it in before, but they said they had it out before. So what is it? Great. I guess it's out, but I can't see if it's up there, so we're gonna have to call it ourselves. Okay.
We are ready. This is Todd Boss. My name's Tim Backhurst. Welcome to the LPRT by the beach here in Virginia Beach, Virginia. First time the LPRT has been here, and it's been a spectacular evening so far. Lots of drama. We've seen tiebreakers. We've seen players going to 11 for just the second time in recent memory, going to tiebreakers to 11, a rules change that occurred this season. You're watching 2 Mexican players, Jessica Parrilla serving to Samantha Salas. And that's how you start. You start with an ace. 14 more, Todd.
Yeah, great way to start. Excellent deception on that. She had the second best player in the world completely heading the wrong way. Goes to the well again. Samantha had none of it that time.
Well, we hope you're enjoying the action wherever you're watching from. Thanks for sharing and liking the feed. What a serve from Salas. A bullet and a setup and a put down. She is something else when she gets going.
Absolutely. This is going to be an interesting matchup. As we all know, Salas is the undisputed second best player in the world. Her and Paola really separated themselves last year in the rankings. Nice shot. Nice wrist action there.
Put some mustard on that forehand. Let's take another look. Snap of the wrist, roll out.
Cheryl, will you call the score?
2 serving 1. Skip ball back inside. That's her weakness. We've talked about it for some time. It's improved over the last year, I would say, Todd, but still definitely the weaker side for Salas.
Which is what makes the choice of the first 2 serves that Jessica hit kind of curious. She went right into the powerful forehand, but was able to get a couple of quick hits.
Mistake there from Parrilla, because she could have taken that. She elected to let it go to the back of the court.
Yeah.
I like the serve, though. Mid, chest, waist high, forcing Salas to do something with it rather than just hitting it low into her hitting zone.
Nice shot. So there, I think you saw something there we're going to have to keep an eye on. Salas has a ton of power, probably more so than we've seen so far on the broadcast tonight. But with that power comes the need for control. That serve came way off the back wall, gave Jessica a really easy, full strength shot at it. She's going to need to harness that.
Nice shot.
Excellent shot there.
Vamos, she says to herself, Jessica Parrilla. We should also mention that Parrilla has already played on this court this evening. She played the tournament director, Malia Bailey.
That's
and
right.
So she has a little bit of court experience here, whereas for Salas, show up, hey, get on the court. Your time for you to play.
Sure, and as we know, or as we've talked about earlier today, Salas had a pretty harrowing travel excursion to even be able to get here for this tournament.
Harrowing excursion. You don't always hear that in the commentator's box. I love it.
I got my thesaurus out working today.
Nicely done by Parrilla. Turned her body around. Hits down the left side. Good start from her. She's going to be tested. We've talked before about her injury. She was out for a significant amount of time and has slowly been working her way back in. But this is where it becomes difficult. You've got to establish yourself in those in that top 4. You've got to beat the top 4. And that's been a test for her.
Absolutely. She has, I believe this is her 4th pro tournament back. I might be wrong on that, but in the first 3, because of her low seeding, she ran right into, you know, a top 3 or 4 player. I think she had to face Alexander Herrera, I believe, a number of times. Had no success in beating her. Now here she is, and she's playing right into the number 2 seed in this event. Wow, nice pass.
Well, you can see that there's no issues there with her movement. She bent low to hit that one, then looked like she was going to explode left to dive. So she's back to full strength.
I think so. A lot of times you hear professional, especially when you hear about cruciate ligament injuries in football players and soccer players, you hear about how it really takes them a year to get the confidence back, to push off, to pivot, to move. It has been more than a year now, but she still hasn't been able to get back the success that she saw on the Racquetball.
Almost.
That was a nice dive.
Great effort from Parrilla, but not able to get there. You can see her diving to pick that ball up. Just not quite there. Set up.
Wow.
Mistake.
Yeah. No, hit it right back. Hit it right to where Samantha was able to put good wood on it.
And her positioning got her. I mean, we all saw it. Go down the line, right? Go down the left side. But her positioning didn't allow her to hit that.
No.
It forced her to go cross court.
So the question is, unlucky bounce for Jessica there. The question is on the positioning. Is that because she's hesitant on the leg, or is that because the ball is just kind of really ricocheting in this court and caught her off guard?
Who knows? I mean, we can't answer that. We don't know how fatigued she is from that earlier match.
Yeah.
We don't know whether it's a footwork issue that she needs to practice. She needs to get those feet better positioned. It's a variety of things it could be.
Sure.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
let's take another look at that.
I like that shot.
Outrageous from Parrilla. She's certainly playing better than she did in San Luis Potosi a couple weeks ago.
Great serve. See if she can take advantage.
Oh my goodness, great shot.
Yeah.
Salas. Parrilla, she does like the pinches.
She does. You know, and something that she's going to have to worry about, hard courts, concrete, those pinches are going to stay up a little bit, and a player with quickness is going to be able to.
I agree, and these courts are very quick. They're cement. We're using the Pro Pen green ball, which is arguably the fastest ball. So there are going to be balls coming off the back wall for sure.
Oh, that's tough.
Wow.
I mean,
Salas, forehand.
I mean, if Salas is going to hit that kind of shot left and right, this is going to be a short match.
Salas.
So it's interesting to note, Tim, that so Jessica really exploded onto the scene here. She went from being ranked outside the 20s into the top 5 within a couple of years. These guys have a little bit of match history. They're Salas is 6-1 on the pro tour against Jessica. The last time that they met was April 2018, when just prior to her. some pace.
Great effort from Parrilla, but didn't win the point.
You know, I feel like each of our successive matches that we broadcast this night have shown more and more pace and more power. Salas's ball is literally curving in the air as it comes off her forehand right now. Really hitting with a ton of velocity. Nice get.
Oh my.
Wow. Jeez.
There's the power.
I think.
And you notice it kissed that sidewall, and it's glass. It's got an unusual crack down the floor and the glass, and it took some pace off that ball. And I think over the course of this weekend, we're going to see more and more people trying to hit into that glass because it does create some unusual bounces. I'm surprised I haven't seen any jam serves over to that glass.
That's a good point. I don't think we've seen a jam serve over there either.
Oh my goodness, geez. Hold up, get the avoidable.
Well, played through it.
Well, let's see if we can see this replay. Oh my, yeah, I think looking at the replay again, you've got to hold up there, or you're gonna hit your opponent. And Parrilla, she's experienced. She should know. She should know that she could get that call. Smart shot, Salas, and Parrilla is frustrated. I'd like to see her take a timeout, maybe. 7 serving 3. Things are starting to get away from her.
Yeah, she might still think that she's trading side outs. She still doesn't need to stem the flow. She's going to get a crack at a second serve here. She's had some success against Samantha's second serve so far.
Just a little short. Salas lining up a drive serve as a second serve.
Really smart shot there.
It was. And here's the timeout coming up. Todd, I think some people underestimate how many balls Salas can get back. She hits it hard. We always talk about her power, especially on the forehand side. But she retrieves a lot of balls. She's tall. She stretches well. She picks up a lot of balls that other people aren't going to get back, and it makes it difficult.
Not only that, but she's an excellent player, so she's always in good court position. So in addition to being a good retriever, capable of diving for balls, she's in the right spot. And so just being in the right spot lets you get to more shots than if you weren't in the right spot all the time.
Well, timeout allows us to look at the draw, and just a reminder, we got another match coming up this evening. Number 1, Longoria, looking for her 100th title against a Mexican from San Luis, Erin Rivera. So Rivera Longoria, the winner, will play Brenda Laime. Brenda Laime won 15-3, 15-14 against Colombian Adriana Riveros. Mendez taking on Ronda Rasic is also at 12:30 tomorrow. Mendez from Argentina, Ronda Rasic from the United States. Vargas and Bailey Lawrence is ongoing on court number 2 right now. The winner will take on Nancy Enriquez, who won in a tiebreaker against Cheryl Lotz. That's why you see Cheryl Lotz refereeing in court, in our camera. In the bottom of the drawer, Rivera defeated Cassie Lee, and she'll take on the winner of this. That's scheduled for 11:45 tomorrow.
So interesting use of timeout there. Normally you use a timeout, to get your server when you're not serving. Did Jessica just ice herself by calling a timeout before she went up to the service box?
Deep sigh from Parrilla. she consistently hits over to the right side. And I think if I'm coaching Parrilla, you've got to stay on this left side. You've got to keep everything on the backhand. Only go to the front forehand. Only go to the forehand when you've got a clear shot down that side. 7 serving 3.
Another hard second serve coming up here.
Be a Z. Look at the difference, a broken ball. Look at the difference, though, on those 2 backhands from Salas.
Yep.
One was very loose, waist, chest high. The other one up to the ceiling came off the sidewall. You're not going to get that on the forehand.
No.
7-3.
No, you have to think that these players know each other's games pretty well. You have to think that that's part of the game plan. To try to focus on it.
Well, it may be, but that's the value of coaching on the court too. Neither of these players have a coach here. I suspect that Yanko Renteria is watching Salas online, and Fabien Parrilla, Jessica's dad, is watching online, and maybe they come out, check their phones, get some advice, go back in.
Yeah, we saw that kind of...
Ooh, what a serve.
That's tough. We saw some examples of that kind of modern day, telecommunication coaching by phone at some of the international events recently, when we saw Rocky step out the court and call Fran Davis, who's watching at home. Ball still up.
Dale, Jessica, juega.
9-3.
Well, Salas hit a crack on the right side. Let's see if she does it again. No, she goes left. There's a jam, and there's the footwork. Right? Big lunge, big swing.
That's a hard ball to hit consistently. You're on the move, you're turning, you're pivoting. You're right, it is about footwork.
Another timeout, and the frustration from Parrilla is very visible. And I think most of us would be too. I mean, Salas is doing very, very little wrong. If you count the number of skips from Salas, 1 maybe. And so it's very hard to defeat somebody who hits this consistently with so few errors. You have to play equally consistent, and those last couple of skips you see from Parrilla, suddenly it puts her in a huge deficit where really it doesn't have to be that big.
No, I mean, the game plan for beating one of the top 2 players in the world has to include some luck, but it also has to include a lot of strategy, and to really kind of work the angles, and to not try to overhit, not try to take low percentage shots, but to try to play smarter racquetball than your opponent.
Well, Todd, I think some of the challenge isn't just taking better shots. It's one is knowing which shot to take, and then the second one is being able to execute it. You may know which shot you should hit, but you may not have the confidence or the skill set to hit that shot.
Sure.
And then we can say, well, why didn't she go down the line? Well, maybe that's not something she's comfortable doing.
That's true. And then as we get older, the answer is
easy.
The answer is we just can't make our bodies do what our minds want us to do anymore.
Absolutely. That's my excuse. That was brutal. Another ace for Salas. Finding that crack on the left side. Scoreline grows so significantly when you win a few points on your serve from unreturned.
That was interesting. I like that little jump out there. I wonder if that threw Samantha off, because she missed that drive serve by a while.
Oh my gosh.
Tough.
Well, you saw it. It just died in the corner. 13 serving 3.
I mean, that's an incredibly effective second serve. That's a first serve quality Z serve.
Yeah, we're not. Salas normally hits a high lob Z. Not here. Another ace.
Yep. Looked like it might have come off the door a little funky, but
you have to be prepared for these things.
Yeah. I think Jessica's ready to kind of come out and regroup here.
Well, this is where Parrilla wants a replay off the door. Ooh, I don't know about that, Todd.
I hit the door and kind of fucked up that way.
It looked like Salas just got it wrong.
I think Jessica's point here is the same. Hey, I just saw your serve come off right before, didn't call it. This is the problem with court hinders, you know.
Well, the other issue is that our official can't see that door.
Exactly.
So. Wow. Nice. How about that for a statement return? But like you said earlier in one of our matches, you know, your game point down, you're way down. You just start. I'm just going to relax and just start hitting.
Yep.
And sometimes that really transforms the way you play.
Sure.
You've got nothing to lose.
See that? She could have lost her focus there because I think Jessica thought that point where the ball was down. So I think it's a back. She still recovered to hit a really nice pinch to put it away. I like that. That's a good promising sign.
It's a great serve.
Oh, well done.
Again, I look at that and go, wow, Salas almost got that. That was most people wouldn't even get anywhere near that.
No, that was a quality ball put away, and she was just a couple of millimeters from slipping that back to the front wall.
Great serve again.
Tried to mix up Salas there.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, gets a timeout out of
Yeah, so just like that, Jessica Parrilla runs off a few points, and she says, you know what? I'm not out of this. I'm going to relax and start shooting, and have to say, she's been attacking that left side.
Yeah. Look, it's worth remembering, you know, Jessica is a quality player. You know, before she was injured, the 3 prior pro seasons to that, she finished 3rd, 4th, and 6th. This is someone who is certainly better than a 15 seed. She just has not been able to really work her ranking points back up.
Well, it's certainly a challenge for her because, as you said, coming in as the 15th seed, you're not going to get much love in the draw.
Yeah.
And so she's coming in and facing one of the top 3 or 4 every time.
Yeah.
And until she can break through and get a couple of those upset wins, she's always going to be fighting this.
So I'm looking at her match history. Her last on-court match was before her injury was April 2018. And then I believe she got hurt in the selection event.
Yeah, the Mexican Nationals.
Right. So then she didn't take the court again until the 2019 Mexican Nationals. Her first match out of the gate, Alexandra Herrera. I mean, that's a tough ask.
Great get, Salas. Again.
Nice shot.
Puts it down confidently. Suddenly, Parrilla is coming to life. It's 7-14.
Wow, she's really come back here.
I don't think Salas needs to be too worried about the situation. She just needs to focus on executing her shot, and it will come. Here it is. Look at how she runs over to the forehand, and you see why.
You know, one of the things I've noticed about Salas, I think that she is one of the earliest racket prep players on there. As soon as she knows it's coming to her forehand, she's got to set up. That racket's out, it's ready. It's something that you see a lot of players, you know, kind of rush their shot or don't prepare their arm, don't prepare their racket.
ERP, right, Todd? Early racket preparation.
Sure.
That's a
nice
good
pass.
Backhand. That's the first game.
Yep.
Salas takes it 15-7. We'll take a couple minutes. Players will take a couple minutes. We've gone to tiebreaker every match so far tonight. We'll see if Jessica Parrilla can do it here. We're back, everybody. Tim Baghurst, Todd Boss joining you for this round of 16 matchup between Jessica Parrilla and Samantha Salas. So it was Salas who really almost put in a flawless display in game one, Todd. Made very, very few unforced errors, always willing to go to the ceiling. And other than a 5-minute spell from Parrilla, really dominated this game.
So if you're Parrilla's coach, what are you saying to her right now? Or what'd you say to her in between? What's your advice?
This isn't a, let's make a bunch of technical changes. You've trained hard, you've trained for this. Trust your shots, because when she did trust her shots at the end of that second game, she hit some amazing shots.
She did. It makes you see, how this was someone who was ranked 3rd or 4th in the world. You see the quality, you see the shots.
But
that was interesting.
You can't make mistakes like that.
Yeah.
You can't just give your opponent, especially when Salas isn't tremendous on the lob return. Quick update for you on court 2. Vargas won the first against Kalani Bailey Lawrence and is up 12-8 in the second. So on course to advance to tomorrow's quarterfinals. Parrilla can get that.
Yeah.
She gave up on it too quickly.
She did something there that I liked. I liked her. She knew exactly where Samantha was going with that serve. And she ran out there. She just wasn't able to quite put a good enough shot to win the round. Oh, wow.
That was a crushing shot from Salas. You can hear Parrilla. She's not too happy about this. Okay, how Salas really, we just missed it on the screen, steps into that forehand winner. She's so confident on that side. Great serve, fist pump from her.
That's a tough serve.
Another free point though, Todd. We don't say that too often for her opponent.
No, we are, we're seeing a drive serve clinic over here in a certain extent.
Applause over to my right. Vargas, another serve, great serve. Vargas comes out victorious in her match. So she'll take on Nancy Enriquez in the quarterfinals tomorrow. 5 serving 0. Like you said, it's a serving clinic, but it shows how important a serve can be.
Yeah, what a lot of pros will tell amateurs when they're giving them lessons.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, geez, another one.
Salas got stuck on the floor.
Yeah. I mean, that's unreturnable. That's not even a matter of getting to the ball.
These floors, by the way, Todd, are very sticky. We saw Salas get stuck. I did it earlier in my match.
Well, we've been watching players dive, and they're not sliding. They are sticking, and it's like they're diving on AstroTurf and leaving part of their elbows as they go, as confirmed by referee Cheryl Lotz. Yeah. Yeah, I think Jessica just got a little too close to her.
6-0 again.
Parrilla needs a side out. No timeout taken in this second game. Look at this.
Yeah.
Serving over to the left side, or standing over to the left side, and it doesn't matter. It's a good serve. Parrilla doesn't like it. It looked good from here. The replay, I think, confirms that one.
Do you like...
I'm surprised we haven't seen a timeout.
Yeah, I think she wanted to call timeout there and changed her mind. chopped at that. Give it. Yeah, now we just get timeout.
Frustration on the court for Parrilla, and you can see why. I mean, right now Salas has found that spot for her drive serve, and everyone's going to have problems with that if she can hit that serve consistently this weekend.
Yeah, you know, right at the tail end of the first game, we thought maybe we saw some glimpses of hope. You know, we saw her make a bunch of good shots, but I'm seeing a even better serving game coming out in game 2 from Salas. Like in game 1, a lot of those drive serves were coming off the back wall. They were pacey and they were still hard to return. But now she's putting them into the sidewall. She's getting crack out. She's getting double bounces. I mean, how many aces have we seen to the backhand side so far?
Yeah, you make a good point, and I think there's a lesson to be learned for those watching in terms of, you know, you're playing to 15, and if you can win 3, 4, 5 points on unreturned serves or mistakes on the return, now you're playing a game of 11, and your opponent's playing a game of 15 if they can't do that to you, and then the game becomes a little bit easier. And this is an example of how important that serve is.
Yeah, you know, too many players don't practice the drive serve. You know, the drive serve is the only point in racquetball where you have, or the serve in general, where you have the ball in your hand, and you as the server have full control of where that ball goes.
Yes.
Practice it. Sit in a court, hit drive serves, try to bury them in the back, try to get them to bounce 2 times before they hit the back wall, hit it over and over and over. That's what the professionals do. And if you want to improve your game, that's what you need to do as well.
8-0.
That's 8 serving 0.
So do you think Samantha likes these cement courts?
Is that a rhetorical question?
Concrete?
I mean, right now she is.
Yeah.
I mean, this suits her. She likes a power game.
Nice shot. So that's probably the 4th or 5th time Samantha's hit that hard. See, when you line up in a second serve in that position, it's only going one place. And Jessica's jumping out there now, and she attacked it. I would bet that Samantha doesn't hit that serve again.
It's a good serve.
Nice shot.
Well, Salas doesn't like it, shakes her head, but she's had some close calls go in her favor, and I think that one was probably a good serve too.
Nice. Yep. I mean, both of these guys are really putting the ball right over that line. It's tough to see.
But that one came way off the back wall.
That one didn't.
And got punished by Salas. And again, it goes back to, if you got that drive serve, sometimes it's better to have it short and take that second serve than hit a loose drive serve.
Oh, wow.
A golf shot.
Yeah. Squash shot. Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness. Salas skipped it. That was a messy rally. I don't think either of those two will be too happy with the way they played.
No, but you know what? Sometimes that's the way it goes. Both players hitting with pace. The ball comes at you a weird spot. You just put max effort into it. It flies around.
That's an ace serve from Salas. She was hoping it hit the front wall, but it actually skipped back here deep.
All right. She's picked up a couple points here. Let's see what she can do. Oh, I like that. That was effective. Oh.
I want to see a replay of that, because she made the right decision, but look at her footwork.
Yeah.
She just leaned, hoping it would come to her body as opposed to getting prepped.
Very good point. Very good point. Easier said than done, you know, to say, well, she should have been in the right spot, but. I mean, you see what she's going for there. She sees an opportunity to put it down the line, but that's a tough shot to execute on. Well, she wasn't ever going to get that, even if she was in the right position. That was a beautiful, beautiful serve.
Let's take another look. Just cracks out on the right side. Another ace serve for Salas.
Yep.
She is enjoying this court.
Do you think her moving around and trying to jump the position is throwing Salas off?
No. I mean, it's not. I mean, look at the way Salas is serving. And Salas is saying, look, my serve over to this left side is so good, I don't care where you stand.
True. I agree.
What I would like to see is Jessica stay there. Because what's happening, she's moving over left, and then as soon as Salas serves, she moves right, and then the ball goes left, and then she has to return left.
Yep. Unnecessary movement. All right, let's see how this serve does. Yep, see? She got a weak return out of that. Oh.
Skip ball Salas. Don't see that happen very often.
I like that serve. I'd like to see her do that again, because she's forcing a weak return, a defensive return. So I think she's going to do it again right here.
Thank you.
Yep, I like this. She's getting another setup. But Salas is really quick. Oh, wow.
Just got crushed by Salas. And this is, we talked about this earlier, that kind of the tennis. Salas knows it's going left. Jessica knows it's going left. So maybe hit it right. I mean, you have the whole court open, but as you said, Salas is quick. And so maybe wrong foot. Make her run and go. Okay, she's going to stay. No, she goes back right. Just a little long. Jessica Parrilla is getting, I mean, she's getting owned by the serve to the left side, right? She's lost so many points to it. Let this rally finish.
Oh, wow.
Well, people here want some racquetball action to extend long into the night. They want the underdog to come back in this match. I think if I'm Parrilla, I stay on this left side and say, look, I'm going to stop you. I'm going to stop you from earning points on this side. Show me you can do it somewhere else. Take away the one weapon that they're showing they have.
Really jammed up on that one.
Great get.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Ball popped up on her.
Again, it was the footwork, and again it was the lunge with the arm.
Yeah.
You know, part of this is that she's coming back from an injury. She hasn't played that many tournaments. And, you know, if I'm Jessica, I might enter the Open Division 2 just to get, I just feel like she needs more match practice.
I agree with that.
Goodness.
I mean, that was a serve return kill, you know, just flat out power. But I do agree with you. If you go look at Jessica's match history since she came back, she's basically played Alexandra Herrera 3 times. She's played Adrienne Haynes twice, and now this match that we're looking at. That's not That's not a ton of on-court match experience. I mean, of course she's playing players at her home club. But
but that's not the same. You and I both know that.
You're right. You know, and if you look at the Women's Open draw in this particular event, she would have gotten probably 2 or 3 solid matches against pros that are ranked around where she is.
Yeah, the Cheryl Lotz and players like that who have entered the Open because they want more match experience.
Yep.
And for someone like Parrilla, you're coming in, you're playing 1, maybe 2 matches, and then you're done, and then you're coming back in 3 weeks or maybe a month. I feel like she needs more, just being on the court, playing in that intense environment.
Yeah, I mean, she did play a match earlier tonight on this court, but it was a match that she won 4 and 5. I mean, I watched a bit of it. She played the legend Malia Bailey, also the organizer of this event.
But mentally, it was a match that she knows she's going to win, and so she can play relaxed, and it's not that difficult. And so I'm not going to put that much effort in. And so then she has to go from that into the fire. And I feel like she needs some more battles. You know, some tiebreakers, some really tough matches against, like you said, that kind of 6 to 12 range in the seeds in the pros, just to get familiar with what it's like to be in this environment again.
Absolutely. And you know, so all these ladies, they all play pro doubles, and she's not getting what she needs in the pro doubles. You know, because in the pro doubles, she's going to focus on one side or the other. I think she plays forehand when she plays with Nancy, right?
Well, they've switched, but
they just switch
back and forth. Yeah, but great serve, Salas.
Yeah, but all of us know who. Oh, that's a nice shot right there. You know, but all of us who play doubles, we all know it's not the workout. It's not the same workout. It's not the same game. You don't work on your footwork because your job is essentially to stay stuck in one spot and it comes to you in some respects.
It's playing who you're playing with, Todd.
That's true.
I play with some, and you cover a lot of court.
That is true. Oh, that's a nice shot right there. I like this.
It's a great shot. So, good timeout. 4 serving 12, but again, is it a little too late?
There's that serve. I like that serve. It's taken her all game to find it. I don't like that shot. Well, she gets bailed out. You know, whoever, you know, assuming Salas wins this match, might be looking at this serve and saying, you know, I like this as a way to attack her.
Another setup.
Yep.
Another put down. Yeah, so lessons learned. If players are watching, they can say, let's see over to the left side.
Yeah.
It seems a little suspect for Salas.
And that may not be a serve that works on every court, right? A lot of the reason that's working is because you get a ton of torque on the ball bouncing off of these particular walls, and you're getting a ton of jump on this back, and that's not the same kind of jump that you usually are getting on the Z serve.
Another setup.
Yep. Another kill. That was well done. Nice, effective serve, gets a defensive mistake. Yeah, Salas is calling timeout here.
I like the call. I like the timeout.
Yeah.
Obviously, Parrilla has found some rhythm, some routine, and because of that, Salas says, okay, I need to break this routine.
Yeah.
And she sits behind me and gets on her phone. No surprise, she's going to check out some suggestions, but really it's coming from a good Z-serve from Parrilla and a loose return from Salas.
You know, all she's got to do on the next time that Z-serve comes her way is you don't have to attack it with pace. You know, just go over, and before it handcuffs you, flip it to the ceiling. Get your opponent out of center court, get your opponent in back court, where you now own center court, and make them beat you with a good shot. That's your strategy. If you can't beat that serve, then at least make your opponent hit a better shot to beat you.
Well, while Parrilla serves her or practices her serves, we want to say thank you to all of the sponsors and everybody who's put on this tournament. Of course, Malia Bailey, who we've talked about already, but also Greenbrier North YMCA, JKB Solutions, XL Paving, LPL Financial, Budget Boats, Garda Security, Robert Reed, Avalon Holland Cleaners, Wayne Toyne, and Bake Fresh. And of course, let's not forget the LPRT sponsors, Head Pen. We use the green ball here. Thank them and all the sponsors for their support this weekend.
Yes. So Samantha did try to attack that, didn't let it handcuff her. And she gets a point, or she gets the side out. That's well done.
Well, Yanko Renteria must have been listening to you during the commercial and put together a response.
Yeah, hey.
He can pay you later, Todd.
I sound like I'm smarter than I am because she just happened to do what I thought she would do.
See what kind of second serve comes up here.
Maybe a lob down to her forehand. No, she's going for another hard Z.
It's been working.
It has. That worked again.
Set up. Bam.
She put some extra mustard into that
Yeah,
shot.
you don't see her touch shots to the front wall.
No. Let's see if she can break another couple balls before she's off the court tonight.
Ooh. Did she rip a forehand pinch winner?
Ooh,
wow.
That's tough to beat.
You can't do anything better. And you know what? She's over stuck on the left side in the left corner, ripping a forehand.
Yeah.
If you're Parrilla, you just say good shot because you didn't do much wrong there.
Not much you can do. Okay.
Well, that time you could see Salas lifting up her feet as she tried to hit that.
Yep.
We can take another look.
It was just a little past her, and she still tried to go for the kill. Or, well,
I'm not sure.
Maybe that's
I don't know if she wants to see the replay.
Oh, no, just missed the line. So, Tim, why is she hitting a drive serve to her forehand?
Because she forgot how she got the points.
Oh, yeah, she got it. She got lucky.
She got a reprieve to hit a second serve where she wanted to. No, trying to slide one in. Maybe she knows she can always hit this as a second serve.
Now she's going to go with her first serve. Don't like that shot. Nope.
She knows it too.
Are we at...
I'm just going to stay on this camera and watch Parrilla move her feet around. As you can see she'll shift to the left and then go back. No, there she goes.
So Tim, is it still a screen serve if Parrilla's all the way over in the corner?
That's a good question. Great get.
Nice shot.
And oh no, not quite. Great effort from
No.
Jessica Parrilla. And just like that, great effort, but look at Samantha Salas claiming this match 15-7, 15-8. Well, Todd Boss, thanks again for joining me. Thanks to all of you who've watched and shared our feed. Don't forget, one more match coming up. Paula Longoria looking for her 100th title. Her parents are here watching on.
Oh, cool.
I think they're expectant. They're hopeful that their daughter will claim quite an achievement here this weekend. Longoria in the round of 16 taking on number 16 seed Erin Rivera from San Luis Potosí, Mexico. So we'll take a little break. We'll be back for that final match of the evening. Hope you stick with us.
I'm Holly Scott, I'm 20 years old, and I'm from Seattle, Washington. I've been playing racquetball for about 15 years. My dad started because I didn't like the daycare at the gym, so I was very bored and I needed to go play racquetball. It's my calling. I love the LPRT. I get to travel, meet new people, work on my Spanish, and it's just a great experience and everyone should experience it. Reaching Your Dream Foundation is really important to me because it helps me travel, to get experience, to do better. Racquetball and in life, they teach you to do things professionally, on and off the court. My goal is to be #1. Obviously, same with everybody. It's difficult, but with their help, I can work for it every single tournament and get better. Donations are greatly appreciated, no matter how big or small. It helps players like me reach our dream.